Michael Dominguez is also an Oaklawn attack victim. Because of that attack, he co-founded Survivors Offering Support SOS. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
When there's a lot going on in your neighborhood. We just heard from the mayor. I'm curious what your reaction to what he said is.
You know, first of all, we want to thank Mayor Rollins for coming out, surveying the area and really making his presence known, showing support for the community. Like him, we want these attacks to stop. We want them caught, whoever's perpetrating this, we want them caught, but more importantly, not for the fun or for tourism. We want it stopped because these are people's lives.
Exactly.
These are 15 people's lives who have been dramatically affected by the events that have gone on for the past 6 weeks. And to say that we want anything less than justice would be an injustice to these people.
So you were here a couple of weeks ago, shortly
Yes.
after your attack. We can still see a little mark
Yes.
from where you were cut there on your eye. Then you were hopeful that
Yes.
these attacks. How are you feeling now about things?
I have to remain hopeful, but I think I share the same sentiment as many people in the community. We are frustrated. We want something done. We want justice. We want whoever is doing this to be caught. Back in July when they found the body of Shade Schuler, her killer is still at large. The 4 men who beat up Blake after the Pride Parade are still at large. My attacker is at large. We're 2 months in, and we're no closer to getting any answers than when I was here a few weeks ago.
So an increased reward is now being offered. There are citizen patrols. There are more police officers on the street. What needs to be done right now to get this to stop, to find these attackers? Because there's a lot, it seems, being done.
Yes. And I think there is the illusion of things being done, and
Okay.
there's things actually being done. And I don't pretend to be a police officer or a detective
Right.
or to know exactly what goes in. But I think myself, like many people in the community, want to know that this isn't just talk. The increased patrols are going to be there, not during the day, but from the hours of 11 to 3 in the morning when heavy traffic is down there and people are more prone to walk home. We want to see more patrols that are more responsive, and we want arrests made. We want to know that leads are being followed up on.
Absolutely. And two, I know part of SOS is talking to the people who have been victims to get them to
Yes.
tell their story. Because I know that's part of the issue too, is that people are maybe a little bit hesitant to
Absolutely.
come forward. So you've got to get that done.
We want people to feel comfortable in sharing something very intimate about themselves that they are been reluctant to share. Any minority group, there is a level of distrust with law enforcement that dates way before these particular incidents. And we want to bridge that gap between the law enforcement of Dallas and these communities that are being affected by this violence.
Well, I think it's got to be the two working together.
Absolutely.
Are you concerned at all about the citizens on patrol? That makes me nervous. I worry. I'm glad they're there, but I worry for their safety.
You know, absolutely. We appreciate that we have concerned citizens of Oaklawn that, like myself, again, are very upset and are fed up with the lack of response and the lack of action. We always have to be very careful. Anytime you go in with good intentions, sometimes bad things can happen. You're putting yourself into danger. You're putting other people in danger, and you're possibly impeding any police work that is going on. So while, yes, we always want to jump in and take action and be responsible for our community, we have to be very mindful that we're not also opening up a can of worms that could lead to even more negative repercussions.
Well, I know one thing that you want to do is that you're having this protest. It's Sunday night to help spread the word and make more people aware, right?
You know, the protest is, for every person, every minority group, every person that has felt slighted, that has felt like their cases haven't been taken seriously, that felt like things weren't being done. For every Shade Schuler out there, for every Michael Dominguez, there are people that have reported things and have felt like it has just fallen by the wayside. This protest is to bring awareness to the Dallas Police Department that say, we're a community. We're not going to sit back and just trust that things are being done. You need to show that things are being done. So anybody is please welcome. You don't have to be a part of the LGBT community. We need citizens making their voices heard, because you should be just as outraged that 15 attacks have gone on and not a single person has been arrested.
It's absolutely frightening. Okay, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Sunday night at Dallas Police Department headquarters on South Lamar.
Okay, awesome. Michael, thank you
so
for
much.
coming in. It's
Thank
good
you
to
for
see you
having me.
again. And I want to see you again, but hopefully not under these circumstances. We want to
We'll do
get
what
this
we
done.
have to do.
All right, Michael, thank you.
Thank you.